Okay, so I was on my phone the other day just doing the scroll thing, and I went down this insane rabbit hole of dog breeds. And I'm not talking about like a golden retriever or uh, a poodle. No, I'm talking about dogs that look like they came out of a movie or like a fantasy novel. It's actually wild. I had this moment. Wait, is that even a real dog? And it was. It totally was. So naturally, I had to make a whole video about it because you guys need to see this. It's my civic duty. You won't believe these breeds exist. I'm still not convinced some are just mythical creatures someone photoshopped. We're going to go through the top 10 rarest ones. It's going to be a journey. Let's get into it. Okay, kicking things off at number 10, we have the Azawak. Is that a dog or is that a supermodel? They are so leggy, like all legs, super slender, almost fragile look. Kind of like a greyhound, make it fashion. Elegant and poised. They're originally from West Africa, Mali, Niger. Not just pretty faces. Incredibly fast. Makes sense with those legs. Bred to be hunters. Bred to be guardians. Super loyal to their families. Can be standoffish with strangers. Alright, coming in at number 9 is the Thai Ridgeback. And the name literally gives away its coolest feature. These dogs have a ridge of hair along their back that grows in the opposite direction from the rest of their coat. It looks like a permanent natural mohawk, and I am so here for it, so punk rock. And was like, yeah, this is my look now. So obviously they're from Thailand. They were used for hunting and as guard dogs and were super isolated in eastern Thailand for a really long time. So they're considered a primitive breed, very close to their original form. Number 8 is the Moody. And first of all, I love that name, Moody. It sounds cute and a little bit goofy. They have this wavy, curly, medium-length fur that looks so soft, and these pointy, alert ears that are always listening. They look like a mix between a German Shepherd and a little sheep. They come from Hungary, and they're basically the ultimate farm dog. The history says they were used for herding sheep and cattle, which is already impressive, but they were also used for hunting and as guard dogs. Despite being so versatile and frankly amazing, they are ridiculously rare. They're supposed to be super trainable and loyal, but also really high energy. Okay, for number 7, we have the Otterhound. And this dog looks exactly like you think it would. It's big, it's shaggy, it looks like it just got out of a lake and shook itself off. Messy hair don't care attitude. They have these big floppy ears and a super friendly looking face. They were bred in medieval England, specifically to hunt otters. And get this? They have webbed feet. Like, actually webbed. And a rough, oily double coat that's waterproof. They were literally built to swim all day. Today, they are one of the rarest breeds in the world, even rarer than the giant panda. At number 6, we have a dog with probably the most fun-to-say name, the Lagotto Romagnolo. It sounds so fancy and Italian. They're adorable, medium-sized dogs covered in tight curls, like a teddy bear come to life. Their fur looks like little woolly ringlets. They have a very specific, dare I say, bougie job. They are the world's foremost truffle hunting dogs. They go into the forests of Italy and use their amazing noses to sniff out expensive, delicious truffles. They're supposed to be super smart, affectionate, relatively easy to train, but you have to keep their minds busy. The Lagotto Romagnolo is living a better life than me. Okay, we are officially in the top 5. At number 5 is the Xoloitz's Quintly. Just call it a Xolo. This is the Mexican hairless dog. When I say hairless, I mean hairless. They are sleek, smooth, warm to the touch. It's a very striking look. Some have a little tuft of hair on their head, like a little mohawk. This breed isn't just rare, it's ancient. 3,000 years old. Their history goes all the way back to the Aztecs and other Mesoamerican cultures. They were considered sacred, believed to be guides for souls to the underworld. Finding their remains in ancient tombs is common. So, yeah, this dog has some serious historical street cred. For a while, they were on the brink of extinction. After the Spanish conquest, their numbers dropped like crazy. For hundreds of years, they survived in remote Mexican villages, completely unknown to the rest of the world. It's a miracle they didn't disappear. They're known for being very calm, loyal, forming a super strong bond with their family. All right, number 4 is the Canaan dog. This dog looks like what I would draw if someone just said, draw a dog. They have that classic archetypal dog look. Pointy ears, a curled tail, medium-sized, sandy-colored coat. This is another ancient breed, originating from the Middle East in the area that was once called Canaan. They are basically the original dog of that region. For thousands of years, they lived in the desert either as feral dogs or semi-wild, living on the outskirts of human settlements. They are true survivors, adapted to thrive in harsh desert conditions with very little food or water. Because of this semi-wild background, they are super intelligent, alert, and very territorial. They form a strong bond with their family but are naturally wary of strangers. We're in the top 3 now. Let me introduce you to the Norwegian Lundehund. This dog is anatomically unique. It's a small Spitz-type dog, looks kinda like a little fox. Very cute. First of all, at least 6 fully functioning toes on each foot. Most dogs have 4. This dog has 6. Extra toes give them grip on slippery, rocky cliffs. Their neck is so flexible they can bend their head back until it touches their spine. They can fold their ears closed to keep out water and dirt. Their front legs can splay out to the side at a 90-degree angle. They were bred on remote Norwegian islands to hunt puffins. They had to climb cliffs, crawl into tiny crevices. When puffin hunting became illegal, the Lundehund almost went extinct. They're one of the rarest purebred dogs because of this genetic bottleneck. Okay, I was wrong. It gets weirder. Our number 2 rarest breed is the Kattleburen. I need you to prepare yourself for this. This dog has a split nose. I'm going to say that again. Its nose is divided down the middle. It looks like it has 2 noses. When I first saw a picture, I thought it was Photoshop. No way. That can't be real. But it is. Kattleburen literally means fork nose in Turkish. They come from Turkey, Tarsus province, virtually unknown outside that region. Hunters in Turkey thought the double nose improved scent. A Kattleburen. Proof reality can be stranger than fiction. And here we are. The number 1 rarest, most unbelievable dog breed on this list. This one feels like a myth. It's the New Guinea singing dog. This isn't just a domestic dog that's rare. This is basically a wild animal. And for a long time, scientists thought they were completely extinct in the wild. They were only known from a very small number of individuals living in captivity. They look like a small, dingo-like dog, very agile and graceful. But their claim to fame, the thing that makes them so incredible, is their voice. They don't bark, they sing. They produce these complex tonal vocalizations with crazy harmonics that sound like a mix between a wolf's howl and whale song. It's genuinely haunting and beautiful. Each dog has its own unique voice, and when they sing in a group, they all modify their pitch. It's a chorus. For decades, the only known singers were descended from just a handful of dogs taken from New Guinea in the 1950s and 70s. But then, a few years ago, scientists found a population of wild dogs in a remote, high-altitude part of New Guinea. And through DNA testing, they confirmed they were the original wild population of the singing dog. They had rediscovered a living fossil. So, their status is complicated. Okay, I think my brain is officially broken. A dog that sings, a dog with 6 toes, a dog with a split nose. I feel like I need to go lie down for a little bit and process all of this. It's a lot. Every dog I see on the street from now on is going to look so boring. Oh, a Labrador. Cool. Does it have webbed feet? Can it bend its head all the way back? No? Okay then. This video has ruined normal dogs for me, and I hope it's done the same for you. Seriously though, it's so cool to think about how diverse and amazing dogs are. They're not just our pets. They have these incredible, deep histories and wild adaptations. Ancient Aztec spirit guides, modern-day truffle hunters. Dogs have been doing the most for thousands of years, and a lot of them are still flying completely under the radar. It's just a good reminder that there's always something new and weird to learn. Anyway, that was a journey. I hope you guys found that as fascinating and mind-blowing as I did. Don't forget to like this video if you had fun, and subscribe so you can join me for the next one. I promise it will probably be just as chaotic as this was. Alright, I'm gonna go look at more pictures of the split-nosed dog now. Bye.